What a beautiful day. Absolutely glorious sunshine. Right, boys, I want to hit you with this live stream because I think it's going to be really important. So put down your milkshake and listen up. So I had a comment yesterday from a guy, and he was basically making the point that he was traveling to different places, and the places in question, he was saying how, oh, these places, the women are not receptive, they're not friendly, everyone was in a rush. It's like, yeah, welcome to a fucking city, mate. And he was like, oh, like I'm interested to see how you get on in places like Amsterdam and Stockholm, because in his experience, these European places that he visited, the women were just not friendly, and it was a terrible place to meet women, yada, yada, yada. There's a really amazing quote by Albert Einstein, and he said that the most important decision that we make is whether we believe the universe to be a friendly or hostile place, right? Perception is very much reality, and wherever you go, there you are. I think we need to get away from this poisonous habit of labeling cities as difficult, right? I worked with a guy recently, and he started his journey into this whole cold approach space in 2009. And at the time, he had this self-limiting belief that Dutch women were difficult, right? So he's from the Netherlands, and he spent a lot of time in Amsterdam. And he was running with this self-limiting paradigm that he wouldn't be able to attract Dutch women. And then when he came over to the UK, because of the content that he was consuming, he got it into his mind that all of a sudden English girls were difficult. Like, it was impossible to cold approach English girls, right? So that was a self-limiting paradigm that he was running with. And guess what happened to his results? They followed the way that he thought, right? Because perception's reality. It's like John Milton said, the mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven, right? Perception's reality. Whatever you think, that's what's going to be portrayed into the universe, right? Like, dude, when I went to Milan last year, you know, when I was making the Milan videos, I had comments from guys being like, oh, Kristian, I've heard Milan is really difficult. I've heard Italian women are difficult to cold approach. And I'm like, what universe are you living in? Like, in what world are Italian women difficult to talk to? And then when I went over to Bangkok, I had similar comments. Oh, Kristian, I went to Bangkok. Bangkok was really difficult. I'm like, brother, if you think Bangkok is difficult, you may as well hang up your fucking condoms. Like, it's all of this nonsense about, oh, difficulty. Oh, this place is super difficult. Like, London is difficult. Oh, cold approach doesn't work on English women. It's like, you don't know what you don't know. You can't see what you can't see. It's not the city, it's not the women, it's your perception of these things. That's the issue, right? This works as long as you do. If I walk out if I walk out here today and I think that everybody's out to get me, if I think that I'm an unlovable piece of shit, if I think the women are really frosty and every approach is going to go terrible and the women are not going to like me because insert reason, right? There is always a reason that that our mind can think of as to why this won't work. Oh, the women are not going to like me because I'm bald. I'm not going to be able to attract the local girls because I'm local. Like the guy in question, the guy who I worked with in London recently, he had amazing conversations with Dutch women, right? Women who were from Amsterdam. And he came out of those conversations and he was like, what was all of this bullshit that I was feeding myself for so long? Like, I've just had amazing conversations with Dutch women. He got phone numbers from English women, and he used to run with the paradigm that, oh, I can't approach English women. English women are difficult to cold approach. I can't get results. Like, if I'm in London, I can only get results with tourists. So it's just complete nonsense. It's like, the city is not the problem. It's the way that you're perceiving the city, right? So in order to break free from these paradigms, what I've often found is change happens fast, right? So imagine that if I go to, let's just say, Italy, and I've been told that, oh, it's really difficult in Italy, but let's just say I get one amazing result in Italy, right? Change happens fast. It only takes that one result to shatter my whole belief system. Like, I worked with a guy once, and he was really insecure about being bald, right? He had a bald head, and he was like, oh, I won't be able to attract any women. Like, cold approach is not going to be able to work for me because I'm bald, right? And then just after spending some time with me, after having conversations with me, I helped him through his self-limiting beliefs. I really got him to a place where he was able to own it, right? Okay, dude, you're bald. Either fix it or feature it, right? Like, yeah, you could get a hair transplant, but I guarantee you'll probably still feel like the ugly duck on the inside. I guarantee you'll still find something else to be insecure about. So rather than wishing things that were different, wish that your mindset was different, right? Change your thoughts, change your reality. So he embraced his baldness. He had a few conversations. After a couple of conversations, he got a phone number, self-limiting beliefs, destroyed, right? So this is why change happens fast. You know, you could have a massive insecurity right now. Maybe you're bald. Maybe you consider yourself short. Maybe you're an American guy who's traveling across Europe and you've told yourself the story that all of these women are going to be super frosty. Oh, it's different in America. No, it's not. Like, you're the problem, right? You are the issue. As soon as you have one great conversation with one great woman, that's enough to shatter your entire belief system. It's like, guys will only say a city is great if they got results there. Well, let's say you go to somewhere like Oslo and you don't get a sniff. Like, it's just like blowout, 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 because your mindset's... So it's usually down to three things. It's usually down to the way that you look, the way that you speak, or the way that you think, right? Those are the three reasons why guys don't get results from cold approach. Either you're not fuckable right now, your conversation skills are terrible, or your belief system is fucked. It might be one or all of those things. But if you're operating on that paradigm that everything's going to be difficult, oh, I'm going to Italy, I'm going to Oslo, I'm going to Barcelona, oh, I've heard all these things, and it's like, you've already set yourself up for failure, right? So just keep this in mind. Like, whenever I hear guys say, oh, this city's difficult, or these women are not receptive, like, I feel like unless you're going to go cold approaching in North Korea, I think biology is deeper than geography, right? As long as you are a cool guy, you've got your conversations on point, you're well put together, and you're going out there with just an optimistic mindset, like you're erring on the side of optimism rather than erring on the side of pessimism, and you're actually given a city like it's fair amount. Like, this is the problem when guys travel, right? It's like, you know, you might just because you change locations doesn't mean that you're going to get a change of results, right? If you're a loser at home, you're probably still going to be a loser no matter where you go, right? It's like wherever you go, there you are. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video quickly because I think it's an important one where guys, whenever you start brandishing a city as difficult, or, oh, the women are frosty here, like, the world is very much a reflection of who we are as people. Internal state equals external reality. So, you know, it's like Plato said, people who tell stories rule the world. So we have to make sure that the stories that we tell ourselves serve rather than strangle us. So yeah, that's what I would just love you boys to keep in mind. The next time that you go to a new location, or maybe your results are not going the way that you want right now, like, it's too easy to just outsource responsibility to external factors when realistically it's probably you. Like, you probably suck right now, and this is why it's essential to get feedback, to be surrounded by guys who actually know what they're talking about, to be part of a network of guys who can give you no bullshit feedback. Like, bro, listen, cut the bullshit. You are chatting so much bullshit right now, and we can tell that. That's what I used to do, and then here's how we overcame it. So yeah, just get out of this mindset of like, oh, this city's difficult, it won't work here. This works as long as you do, right? It's never the vehicle, it's always the driver, right? So if your results are not going the way that you want them to at the moment, and stop blaming the city, stop blaming the women, stop blaming the culture or the fucking weather. Like, look internally, look at what you're doing or not doing, because if nothing changes, and ultimately you don't know what you don't know. So yeah, I just wanted to put this video out there. It's like, dude, it's like me coming to Barcelona and being like, oh, this city's terrible. You know, it's like, oh, it's the women, it's whatever. It's like, no, it's not. It's always my fault, right? That's the energy that I always attempt to move with. Just taking radical responsibility for my reality. Like, if my results are not going well, if my business is not going well, if my mental health is not going well, rather than outsourcing this to external sources, look inward and be like, right, Kristian, where's the problem? What are we doing wrong? What can we do to fix it? Like, what's the most practical thing that we can do to actually improve the results today? Like, maybe from a cold approach perspective, maybe you're just not going out with a smile on your face. As simple as that. Like, the guy in question, he commented yesterday and he was like, oh, everyone was like zipping around like they're in some sort of race. Like, everything was super busy. It's like, yeah, dude, that's what a fucking city is. Like, people are moving around fast, right? It's like, people are only going to want to stop and talk with you if you give them a compelling reason to do so. If you're going around like a little nonce, like floundering, hi, excuse me, I just want, no one gives a fuck about that, right? You need dominance, you need assertiveness, you need conviction, have a smile on your face, have a positive mindset, be grateful to be alive. Like, dude, I shared this podcast with my Entourage yesterday. This guy, he got blinded in Leeds, right? He went on a night out in Leeds, got glassed in the face, lost his eyesight, can't see a thing. And I was watching that video and I just got hit with this massive sense of gratitude, because I don't really think gratitude is something that we think. I think it's something that we feel. And when I heard this guy was saying, you know, he was just telling this story about, you know, he's lost his eyesight, he can't see his kids anymore, he can't see his wife, he has to go through this like crazy amount of surgery with no guarantee that he can see again. It's like, you know, it just put all my first world problems into context. And that's what these things are, right? You're complaining about a fucking city. It's like, get over yourself. Like, you can see, you can walk, yeah? So it's just like, just getting hit with that healthy dose of reality. Like, dude, here's a guy, he's lost his eyesight, he got glass in the face, completely unprovoked, and he's getting on with it. He's still maintaining this positive mindset. And I'm like, yes, that's the energy that I appreciate. That's the energy that I need in my life. So, yeah, I think it's just having these reframes, like, okay, what's the thing that we can do? What can we be grateful for? How can we change our internal state so we can change our overall results? So, yeah, that's the thing that I want you boys to take away from this video. The city is not the problem. You are the problem, all right? So it's a case of either change your internal beliefs, change your overall fuckability, change your conversational ability. If you want help with any of this stuff, download the free courses, right? I give away all my information. I charge for implementation, meaning that if you've downloaded the courses, if you've watched my videos, and you're ready to take things to the next level, you want to join my high-level gentleman's club, which is the Entourage, where you connect with me, you connect with the rest of our guys, you have the opportunity to travel the world with us, attend secret worldwide meetups, and just become part of this community. And then the links for everything are below. I'm in Barcelona for the next week, then I go to Malaga. I'm still like getting over this like weird sort of like illness thing. I don't know what the fuck I have or had. Anyway, I'm kind of feeling a bit better now, so apologies if my expostulations are not as coherent as they usually are, but fuck it, I'm showing up anyway. But yeah, if you want to work with me, connect with me on a personal level, links below. Stop blaming the city, stop blaming yourself. No one else is coming to save you, no one else gives a flying fuck. So yeah, change your thoughts, change your results, and yeah, get the free courses if you've not done so already. All right, have a good one. Love you. Mwah.